Welcome to Mr. Beebop. Superintendent Battle is a fictional character created by British mystery novelist Agatha Christie. Battle is notable for his stolid good sense and careful management of information as a case proceeds. He relies in part on the appearance of being a stupid or unimaginative police officer as a means to investigating his cases, but he has a good idea of just what is happening. It is said that his mustache is impressive, even to Hercule Poirot. In Cards on the Table, Battle is described as a big, square, wooden-faced man, for he rarely shows emotion. He conveys the impression that he is carved out of wood, and also that the wood in question is the timber out of a battleship. Colonel Reyes is another fictional character of Agatha Christie. His first name is given as Johnny by a minor character in Sparkling Cyanide. He is tall, has a bronzed face, a brick red neck, and distinguishing features. Reyes is highly intelligent. He is known for his patience, composure, and ability to quickly detect facts without anyone else noticing. The Man in the Brown Suit is perhaps the only novel in which the emotional side of Colonel Reyes's nature has been given consideration. It gives a whole new depth to his personality. In Towards Zero, we learn that the name of Superintendent Battle's wife is Mary, and that he has 5 children, the youngest of whom, Sylvia, unwittingly provides a key clue to the mystery. In the Hercule Poirot novel The Clocks, the secret agent Colin Lamb is heavily implied to be the son of the now retired Battle. He also has a nephew, James Leach, who is an inspector in Scotland Yard. Not much is known about Colonel Reyes's family. In The Man in the Brown Suit, it was mentioned that he was a distant cousin of Sir Lawrence Eardsley, from whom he had inherited a fortune, making him immensely rich. Battle is in many respects typical of Christie's police officers, being, like Inspector Japp, more careful and intelligent than the police officers of early detective fiction, who had served only as foils for the brilliance of the amateur sleuth. Battle also has a secret professional life that is revealed in the denouement to the Seven Dials mystery, but this is never referred to again. In this novel, he states that half the people who spent their lives avoiding being run over buses had much better be run over and put safely out of the way. They're no good. Reyes is a British ex-army colonel who had a stint as a leader of the counterintelligence division of the British spy agency MI5, where he traveled the world tracking down international criminals. Superintendent Battle appears as a detective in the following novels: The Secret of Chimneys in 1925, The Seven Dials Mystery in 1929. Cards on the Table in 1936 with Hercule Poirot, Ariadne Oliver, and Colonel Reyes. Murder is Easy in 1939. Towards Zero in 1944. He was mentioned only in Mrs. McGinty's Dead in 1952. In the Clocks in 1963, where he doesn't appear in person but Colin Lamb is heavily implied to be his son. The Colonel starred as a detective in 4 of Christie's novels. The Man in the Brown Suit in 1924. Most notably as Hercule Poirot's good friend in Cards on the Table in 1936 and Death on the Nile in 1937. He also appeared in Sparkling Cyanide in 1944. Colonel Reyes is also mentioned in the 1937 novel Appointment with Death, where he writes a letter of introduction for Poirot to Colonel Carberry. Actor Harry Andrews portrayed Battle in the 1981 film The Seven Dials Mystery. Actor Gordon Jackson portrayed Battle in a 1981 stage play of Cards on the Table. In the David Suchet ITV TV adaptation of the novel Cards on the Table, Battle was replaced by Superintendent Jim Wheeler, played by David Westhead. In the 1978 film of Death on the Nile, Colonel Reyes was played by David Niven. In the BBC Radio 4 adaptations of Death on the Nile in 1997 and Cards on the Table in 2002, Reyes was played by Donald Sinden. In the 2003 adaptation of the novel Sparkling Cyanide, his name was changed to Colonel Jeffrey Rees, and he was portrayed by Oliver Ford Davis. Here he had a wife, Dr. Catherine Kendall. In the same book's 2004 TV adaptation for the television series Agatha Christie's Poirot, he was played by James Fox. As Fox was unavailable for the 2006 adaptation of Cards on the Table, the character was replaced by the similar character Colonel Hughes, played by Robert Pugh. Actor Sean Baker voiced Colonel Reyes in the 2012 BBC Radio adaptation of Sparkling Cyanide. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.